Hello, my name is Brian, and I'm 53 years old. I have found myself in a position that many people my age are in. I don't have enough for retirement, but I'm starting over. But before we get to that, let's talk about where it began. So after high school, I started a career as an electrician, and I did that for several years before going back to college and becoming a nurse. After nursing school, I became a paramedic, and I did that because I wanted to be a flight nurse. And I did that successfully, and I was a flight nurse for about 14 years working on a medical helicopter. After being a flight nurse, I started a trucking company, and I did that for a couple of years, but yet that company failed. And we'll get to more of that in just a minute. After the trucking company failed, I went back to being an electrician, and I did that because the pay was better, and there's definitely a lot more money in retirement. I work as an IBW electrician as a traveler, and I'm on the road about 6 to 8 months out of the year, which keeps me away from my family. And I'm a pretty tight-knit family man. I have a wife and 4 kids who mean everything to me, and I just want to be home a little bit more to be with them. So I'm starting one truck. This isn't just going to be another trucking channel. This is going to be a documentary of my journey. But before we get to that, let's talk about why I failed at trucking the first time. So it was back in 2021 and 2022, and when I started the company. Back then, the freight rates were extremely well. We were just coming out of COVID, and the money was really good. The problem was the used truck market and the used and new trailer market were just non-existent. There were just no trucks and no trailers out there. You couldn't even buy new. I don't even think you could even buy new trucks at the time, although I wasn't looking for a new truck because I don't think that's the best way to start a new company. So I spent my time searching on Facebook Marketplace and truckpaper.com looking for a truck and trailer. Every time I would find one, inevitably it would be gone before I could ever get there. Or by the time I messaged the person, they would say someone's already on the way to look at it. And I just was having a very difficult time. So I finally got a hold of a person in Alabama who had a 2006 Freightliner Classic XL. And he said he would hold it until I got there. So I immediately got in the vehicle and headed that way. Went and looked at the truck. I did a really kind of a quick inspection, but to be honest with you, I really didn't know what I was looking at or know what I was doing. I was just having to take the man for his word. The truck had a little over 1 million miles on it, and it had a recent in-frame done according to the owner, but he didn't have any kind of paperwork. But the engine wasn't the problem. The truck ran great, and I think he was truthful with the recent in-frame being done. The problem was all the other little things that go along with it. The truck had been deleted, so the DEF system was taken out, and it had been a homemade deletion. So there was a lot of hoses and things that just kept busting on a regular basis. And then also the trailer I bought was a 1999 Stoughton trailer, drive-in trailer, and I didn't know what I was looking at when I bought it either, but it was the only one that I could find. I paid $6,000 for the trailer. I think I paid $38,000 for the truck, if I remember correctly, but I know I paid $6,000 for the trailer. And after I got the trailer, hauled my first couple loads, the floor started going out in it. The wood was breaking. Come to find out, a couple of the cross members towards the front of the trailer were bent, and every time the forklift would drive across the top of them, that wood would flex and eventually started breaking. So I found myself driving 3, 4, sometimes 5 days a week, mostly 3 and 4, and I would work on my trailer the other 2, 3, 4 days a week and truck. So all I was doing, I was driving and working and driving and working. And some would say, well, that's just trucking and things happen. I mean, you're hauling around 80,000 pounds of freight a lot of times. Or 80,000 pounds total. And you're putting a lot of miles on a vehicle. So some people just say that's trucking. And while I think that's partly true, I think I could have done a better job of being more patient and finding the right truck and trailer. Trailer, definitely. So this time we're going to do things different, a lot different. I'm going to do things different from the very beginning of this company, which is where I am right now. Currently, I don't have my trucking authority back yet. It's not activated, and I'm having a very difficult time with FMCSA and the new MOTA system trying to get that activated. I've been working on it for over 3 weeks, almost 4 now. I've gotten nowhere with it at this point. I'm just in a holding pattern. We're going to have a business plan. We're going to create a calculator so that I can keep track of my expenses, my costs, my profit. Because the first time that I was in trucking, I didn't know what my cost per mile was. Your CPM, I had no idea what it was. I didn't even know people calculated that. So as you can tell, I didn't do my research in the beginning, but I've done it now. I know where my mistakes were, and we're going to do everything within my power to make it successful this time. We're also going to create a business plan. I'm going to be shopping for insurance. I'm going to be shopping for trucks. I'm going to do inspections. I'm going to do oil samples. We're going to do it all. I'm going to show you every step along the way so that if this is a journey or something that you have been contemplating, you'll know exactly how to do it and do exactly what I'm doing, or even follow along with me while we're doing this. So again, I don't want you to think this is just another trucking channel, because this is something I have to finish this time. I don't know that it's going to be successful, but I'm going to do everything within my power to make sure that it is. So stay tuned for future videos. My next couple videos are probably going to be about getting my DOT and my MC numbers back. Like I said earlier, I don't want to get into too much at this point because actually I really don't have a whole lot of information. But it's a long process, and a lot of people are having a lot of frustrations with motorists right now. So if this sounds like a journey that you're interested in, please like and subscribe and follow along. And please leave me some comments. I'd like to know your thoughts. I'd like to know what any successful people out there, if you can help us all along on this channel, please leave those comments below. I'll be sure to include them in the next and upcoming videos. Again, I appreciate you watching, and we'll talk to you soon. And until next time, on the road.